want to code faster, smarter, and with less effort. So imagine having an AI coding partner that suggests code, help debug, and even chat with you right inside your favorite IDE like IntelliJ IDEA. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to set up the GitHub Copilot step by step so that you can supercharge your developer workflow starting today. Whether you are beginner or a pro, or Copilot can change the way you write the code forever. So ready to unlock your coding superpower? So let's dive in. So GitHub Copilot for IntelliJ IDEA. So what is GitHub Copilot? Your AI coding assistance, right? So what it is? So an AI powered tool that help you to write code faster with less effort. You can focus more on problem solving and collaborate. Okay, so Copilot is an AI powered tool, okay, which is available inside your ID. So what are the key features of the GitHub Copilot? So code suggestions as you type in the ID, chat for code help and explanation, command line and PR assistance, context sharing and document collaboration, pull request generation. So these are the key features I have mentioned here, but apart from that there are lots of features available in the GitHub Copilot. Where can you use it? Okay, so in this session we are covering like how to use it in within your ID, like IntelliJ IDEA we are going to see it, but it's support in VS Code also. You can have it in GitHub mobile app also, and even the terminal also. I'll show some of the examples how to use it in terminals, and you can directly use this GitHub Copilot in your GitHub site also. Okay, so getting an access. So for personal use, you can try the free version, subscribe for more features, or get free access to if you are a student, teacher, or an open source maintainer. Organization, enterprise, purchase team or enterprise license, and it is proven impact increase developer productivity. So let's go to what are the key developer features are there inside the GitHub Copilot. So the key features are like categorized in different parts. So I'll cover first conversational and autonomous coding. So we get three different chat, Copilot chat, Copilot edit mode, Copilot agent mode. So what is the chat mode and when to use it? Like natural language, Q&A, and coding help in ID, web and terminal. Refactor code, fix bug and get explanation of. So for this reason you can use the chat mode. Okay, you want to quickly fix small code, explain the code, refactor the code, ask some question. Okay, coding related question, project related question, you can use this mode. So next is edit mode, right? So here you select the file, review Copilot target code suggestions one step at a time, maintain control over what and how changes are applied, right? So in edit mode you ask something to do to Copilot, and Copilot will make those changes directly within your code file. Okay, the edit mode again can create a new files also, the directory structure, packages in your project. So we'll see that in practical, but let's move to the agent mode. So assign complex coding task. Okay, Copilot autonomously handle multiple steps and file to the complete the job. Okay, so if you see like edit mode, it do the changes directly within your code file. Similar agent mode also can do it, but it handle like multiple tasks at a time, right? You can give the setup instruction to the Copilot in agent mode, and agent mode will take care of this one and it complete your job. So next we will see like context and extensibility. Okay, there are Copilot extension available, integrate third-party tool for specialized tasks directly in your Copilot chat. Copilot space is there, organize and centralize related code, docs and space for richer coding context. Okay, and next we will see like productivity and collaboration tool, code completion, instantly autocomplete code suggestions as you type in your ID. Copilot in CLI, command line helper, it can help you to explain what is this command used for, let's say npm install, npx playwright test, what is the use of that, how to use that. So you can get the help and suggestion within your terminal. So pull request summarize. Okay, AI generate overview of your code changes for faster review. Okay, then it can be used for AI code review, automated code quality and suggestion and improvements. Okay, text and commit completions. Okay, swiftly draft pull request description and commit message with AI. Okay, we'll see all these in practical in a while. So let's start like how to get started with Copilot, right? So first you need to get access. Use your free and limited access up to 2000 code completion per month, or you can subscribe for more feature. If you use Pro, there is a 30-day trial. If you are using Copilot Pro Plus, you need all models and premium request. So how to install it? Like for ID, install the Copilot extension compatible with your coding environment, let's say VS Code, JetBrains. For command line, add Copilot extension to GitHub CLI and let's start using the Copilot. Begin coding with Copilot, try code suggestion, code chat and more. Explore best practices and prompt engineering for better results. So first step, we'll see how to install the GitHub Copilot plugin in IntelliJ IDEA. So for that, you will go to IntelliJ IDEA setting. Inside setting, click on plugins and here search Copilot. So once you enter, now you are in install mode, right? So click on search in marketplace and you will see the option GitHub Copilot. Click on it and it will get installed. So click on OK and that's it. If you see here on the down, you will see the Copilot extension is still installing. So once the installation is done, it will ask you to restart. Click on restart and your ID will get restarted. Okay, so restart is done and now on the right side you will get icon GitHub Copilot chat. Click on it and the installation is done. So let's start with GitHub Copilot features. So first is the code completion feature. So autocomplete the code suggestions. So let's say if I go to the src main Java and create one class, let's say I'll create db utility and hit enter. And if you see here, like if I just start writing here, the Copilot will suggest the code. So if I just put your mouse and type /, and you see, like because it is able to read the Java file name is db utility and extension is .java, it is suggesting the code also, right? And if you want to accept this code, just press a tab and that's it, your code is available here. Okay, so this is just an example. Let me create one more class. Let me import this one. Okay, so this is coming from Java SQL, this driver manager, SQL exception, and that's it, right? So let me create another class, Excel utility, and that's it. So if we just add this and start writing something, it will automatically suggest the code. Okay, even if you don't type, just wait for some time and it will give the method like read Excel and all. Okay, but if you want to get a specific method, if you want to ask Copilot to suggest specific method, you can write the command / and give the instruction, write a method to read data from Excel sheet column name and get only names starts with yes. And let's see what happened. So if you just give the instruction and hit enter, you see the code is given, and just press the tab and that's it, your method is ready. And based on the comment we have written here, it is just filtering the column name and it is getting only the names which start with yes. Okay, so that's how like GitHub Copilot code completion work, or code suggestion also you can say it, because it is suggesting the code to you. Okay, what else we have here? So this package we don't have, right? So we need to add that package, that's why it is showing in a red color. So now let's say there is no comment added, right? So we will see another feature like Copilot can write the documentation also for your method, but make sure you are in ask mode. If you are in other mode, and right click GitHub Copilot and generate docs. So actually the generate doc run inside the ask mode, so keep ask mode open so that you can see the documentation. Go to GitHub Copilot and just select the generate docs, and you see on the ask mode it is generating the documentation. So means what this method is doing, so that documentation it has written, and you see, just click on this insert code block at cursor and that's it, you see it is added here. Okay, so we can write the documentation, or you can say the comment also for your code. So let's say for this method I want to write, but I don't want to write inside the chat block and then insert here. Within inline I have to do. So select the code, right click GitHub Copilot, and there is option Copilot open inline chat, right? And the box will pop up and it will have like model also, which model you want to use. And here just put / and you will see the option called docs and hit enter, that's it. So it will add the comment, and just click here, insert, close this pop-up, and you see this comment is added by Copilot. Okay, so these are the some of the features are there. Let me explain you some more. Let's say I want to know, go to DB utility or Excel utility. I want to know what this method is doing all of, right? So what I can do, I can just select this method. Okay, let me see, some brackets are missing, imports. Okay, let it be, because this is coming because we don't have Excel dependency in pom.xml file. That's why we are getting all this error. So if you want, I can just quickly add the dependency for Excel utility. So if you go to Maven website and just search Maven Excel dependency, it will give this package, and that we can add inside the pom.xml. So if you go here, Apache POI, we need 2-3 packages, but let's see. I'll just copy this one, close it, go to pom, and just add inside the dependencies. So we don't have dependency blocks. I'll add it again, and that's it. And click on this reload icon, it will download the Apache POI. So once it is downloaded, it will, red color will go away. And if you go here, okay, so we need 2-3 packages actually to download this one. Okay, so let it be, but let me check other commands. So if you want to explanation of this code, how this code is working, so you just right click GitHub Copilot and explain this, and inside ask mode it will explain what this code is doing all. Okay, so sometimes like there are like very complicated method which are calling different method from different class, and you don't understand, right? So you can ask Copilot to explain me this code, and Copilot will explain. So if this code is very complex, you can simplify also. You just need to right click GitHub Copilot and just select the simplify this, and the Copilot will modify this code to make it more simple. Okay, and that's it. This is the version it created. Let me update here, and you see it is looks very clean. Okay, so this is another feature is there inside the Copilot. Okay, so let's see what else are there. There are some features available to write the unit test also. So you see here, we'll see how to generate a test also. If I just select generate test, it will generate the unit test for this method, and you see DB utility test it is writing, and it written the unit test. So this is one test, and this is another test, and this is third test, and this is 4. So totally 4 tests it has written. Okay, but it is giving all this inside a chat window, right? So as I told you, like chat window you can use to ask the question related to your project, what configuration we are using, what is this project all about. So if you see here on the down, you have these different options, right? So the ask is actually a chat mode, right? So I can ask, what is this project all about? Okay, or I can ask like how to run this project. So you have like test automation project, development project. So you can ask Copilot how we can run this project. Okay, so it will give the details. Okay, so but now I want to write unit test and directly create the file, everything, write the test cases. So in that case, the edit mode is very helpful. Okay, so you need to go to edit mode, and here let's say I want to write unit test for this file. So just drag and drag this file here, so that Copilot get the context. Okay, I need to work on this file. I have this file, so it is able to read it, and for this file it will generate the test. So if I write here, please write the unit test for attached code file. Okay, or you can specify the method name also. Like let's say this class is very big and you want to write unit test for specific method, you can tell that also. And you see the Copilot created Excel utility test, and that's it. Directly it is doing the changes inside the test. You see this file is created. You can just review the file and accept the changes. That's it. And if you see here, it created mock also, but yeah, anyway we don't have this mock dependency also available, but we can add that and our code should work as it is. Okay, so it is able to write the unit test, refactor the write the utility function, then write the documentation. Okay, simplify the code. Okay, so we have seen that. let me see what else we can do it. So if I right click, so you see here, simplify means it will just modify your code and make it very simple. Generate docs means it will write comment for your method. Generate test, it will write unit test. If there is an error, the fix me will fix. Explain also we have seen. So let's see fix me. Okay, if I go to DB utility, let's say I just make some mistake, I'll just remove A. So this manager is not correct, right? And now let's see how Copilot fix it. Right click and go to Copilot and select fix this, and that's it. So if you see like it is doing, but in edit mode you cannot see. If you go to ask mode, you will see that what happening. So if you see here, you see the before correct the typo in the class. It is giving exact error, what is the error and how to fix it also, right? So this is the before and after. See here, manager is not there is typo and it corrected it, right? So this is how like we can use it. But in edit mode also, if you ask it, like it will do the modification, okay, directly inside the code. Next, let me clear it. And whenever you start with new conversation, always create a new session, so that it create a fresh session actually, and then you can start working. Or there are commands also like -clear, so it will clear previous history. Okay, so that's how it is working. And let's see what else options we get with the Copilot. So let me select the code. There were few options available. So add file to working, set in edit, reference file in chat. Okay, so if you are in ask mode and if you want to attach this file, just click on reference and it will get added to the ask mode. You see, DB utility. And edit mode, you don't have any file, right? So if I right click GitHub Copilot and add file to working, set in edit, and now it added here, right? So we are just giving the context, or there are options you can drag and drop also. You see, it did drag and drop. Okay, so if you want to do some modification in your test also, okay, so it can do the modification inside your test also. If you want to cover more scenarios, edge cases, positive, negative, boundary level analysis, unit test, so it can write all these things. Okay, you just need to give the instruction. Okay, so what else we can do in agent mode? We can give a multiple instruction at a time. Okay, so you can give 10-20 instructions. It may take time also to run all these instruction, and it will do all the changes inside your workspace directly. So edit mode take like one instruction at a time. Okay, it has some limitations, but the agent mode can do lots of things. Okay, so in agent mode also we have add context option. Okay, you can add folder, all files, okay, different things. But if you just write here @ okay, I don't think, yeah, hash. So in agent mode also you have all these options available: explain, feedback, fix, and all these things. Okay, so even if you need explanation on this POM file, just attach it, put this slash and explain, and that's it. So we are giving the context of the pom.xml file, so and hitting the /explain command, so it is explaining our pom.xml file, what each section is doing inside this one. Okay, so what is this project is all about, what is group ID, artifact, version. Okay, so then compiler, source and target and dependency, everything it is giving the explanation. Okay, so if you remove the context, okay, it will not able to understand it. Okay, so but as we are in agent mode, I want to give the multiple instructions. So could you please create utility for let's say calculation of numbers and execute it. Okay, so I am asking to write a utility and execute also. So there are two tasks involved here, right? So now first it created the utility which do calculation like add, subtraction, multiplication, everything, and running the created file. Okay, I have created number utility. To execute, you can run the number utility class, it will print the result. Okay, so accept, Could you please run, please, or like write unit test for this number utility. Also please execute all unit tests and make sure they are working fine. Okay, so now these are the multiple instructions, right? So there are typos in my prompt, but still Copilot will able to understand it. Okay, and it created a number utility test. So test case has written and easy to run it because I have given the instruction. So we just need to click on continue. That's it. So Copilot will run the command in terminal. Okay, so there are failures, but yeah, that's fine. Would you like me to fix the Apache PY dependency, resolving the error? Okay, so we can just ask follow-up question. Yes, please fix. So means agent mode will keep in the asking the question, giving the answer. It will keep working, okay, until we want. So if you see here, it did some changes. Let me accept and click on run again. So next I will run all the unit tests in the project, verify that everything works as expected. Okay, so here I just want to tell you like how the agent mode work. Okay, so if you take the large code base, okay, so in the large code base and if you ask in agent mode write the unit test for my all code base, okay, that may not work. There are limitations also because based on this model, right, premium models. So you need to select the right model. So I created another video when to use which model, okay, because every model have different capabilities. So if you are working on very complex code, you need to select the appropriate model. So these GPT, like these are standard models. These are good for like everyday task, but not for like complex one. So that is also matter. And even like if Copilot is generating unit tests, it's our responsibility to review the code and make sure it is compliant and it is good, it is in working condition, and then only we can accept the changes. Okay, so that's what like we have to keep in the mind. Okay, so what about code commit? Let's say I want to commit the code. So these are the files I created, so I don't need to write a commit message also. Copilot will do it for you. So there is icon generate commit message, just click on it and that's it. You see, add initial project structure and utility classes and test. If you like it, that's fine, otherwise you can remove it and click again. So it will reformat if possible, and then you can click on commit and push. Okay, so how let's see how Copilot is able to help you in different ways to generate commit message, generating utility, reviewing the code also. So let's say if I ask Copilot to review the code, okay, let's see if I can. Okay, I just open two files and there is option, right, add all open files. Okay, so it added all the open files in the context, and I will ask, could you please review the attached file. Okay, so Copilot can perform the review also. So it will review your code and provide you the feedback also. So if you see, both the files follow good practices for unit test and Java. The Excel utility test is more advanced using mocking is isolated dependencies. You see all the review comments is provided. Okay, if there are any improvement, Copilot will give that improvement to you also. Okay, again on the top you can see the chat history also, like what conversation you have done earlier, if you want to go to previous conversation or start with a new one. Okay, so these options are there, and the model is available in all the modes, but in each mode you will see the different models available. So let's say in edit mode we have more, in agent mode we have very less available, ask mode we have different models available. Okay, so these are the things you have to keep in remember. And in agent mode we have this tool also, like let's say you are working, you want to extend the capability of agent mode, right? So there are Selenium MCP, Playwright MCP. Okay, so those things if you want to use it, like you can add the tool. So just click here, and here you need to add the configuration of configuration of the MCP server. Okay, so I'll just give overview what is this MCP server is all about. So if I go to Google, okay, if I go to Google and just type here MCP servers, okay, and that's it. So there is a website also for model context protocol, okay. So this is the repository, and you see there are lots of MCP servers: Go MCP, Java MCP, Kotlin MCP. So let me try this Java MCP. What is this all about? And you will find the different ways to configure it, okay. Similarly, if I just search for playwright MCP, sorry, playwright MCP, okay, so this is playwright MCP server, and this work with Copilot, then it work with Cloudy, different tools, okay. So this is for Cloudy, this is for VS Code, and this is the JSON block, right? So this, if you can use here, it will configure the playwright MCP, okay. So that's it, like this is your playwright MCP. And what happened, like now if I go here, okay, so we have just added this, but it is not running, right? So generally if you are using the playwright, so you should go for VS Code, because it is very good option. Like in VS Code you will directly get option to start the server, stop the server, everything, okay. And once it started, it will show under the tools, okay, the MCP server is running. So if you give the instruction, open browser, navigate to Amazon, search product, add product, so this Copilot will talk to the MCP server. Let's say if you are using playwright MCP, and playwright MCP will execute the browser, okay, and it can write the playwright test also. So I have created video on that also with VS Code, so you can check out that if you are looking for that, okay. So this is like extend options to extend the capabilities of GitHub Copilot. And now in the ask mode, like whenever I ask some question, it is giving me follow-up question: can you help me optimize performance of Excel reading code, right? So these options are like when I start typing something, it is giving me let's say if I go to new file, right here, JSON utility, right? JSON utility, okay. So inside the JSON utility, if I just go to new line and start typing something, okay, or just wait for some time, it is giving me this code suggestion. So you can stop these suggestions also. If you see on the right bottom, if you go here, you have settings available, disable completion, right, for Java. So you can click on here. Now it will not give you the code suggestions, you see, it is not giving any code suggestions to you. So you can enable, disable these code suggestions also. You can go to edit mode, and if your MCP is not working, so okay, so there are like MCP enable, disable options also available in configuration, okay. So so what else Copilot can do? It can write anything, okay. So if I ask to write, let me go to edit mode and new session. Could you please create a Docker file to create Selenium grid, okay. So generally, like in test automation, if you want to set up Selenium grid using the Docker file, okay, so you see here it created image also, okay. So this is actually a Docker file. I have Docker installed, let me show you that also. So if I go here, connect, and you see I connected now here, and we can run this Docker file also, right? See, the build image also is there. We can build the image also, because I have installed the plugin, so I am getting all these options. So, and if you see here, like it is running this image also, okay. There are some errors, but we can fix it using the Copilot again, okay. So it can write Java code, it can write Docker file, it can write shell scripting, YAML, CI/CD integration. In different ways it will help you to speed up your productivity, okay. So I'll stop here. That's all for this video. So I'll create another separate videos to talk about each separate topic. There are lots of things are there in the Copilot.